Milton's news station. This is NECN News Sunday.
Good afternoon, I'm Dan McCready, and thank you for joining us. Meteorologist Tim Kelly will have your full forecast in just a few minutes, but first, we want to get you caught up on today's top stories. As more details unfold about the scandal involving U.S. Secret Service agents and prostitutes in Colombia, a prominent Republican senator is questioning whether other American leaders were involved in the scandal as well. Kristen Welker has the story. Safety has become a major concern for George Zimmerman, the man accused of killing Trayvon Martin. Defense attorneys in other high-profile cases say Zimmerman should leave the state, avoid going out in public, and never be left alone. They say he could put himself in harm's way unless he takes precautions. It's expected to be a few more days still until Zimmerman's family can gather the bail money necessary to get him out. Brush fires remain a danger across New England. In East Haddam, Connecticut, firefighters from more than a dozen towns are helping hold back this brush fire. It broke out yesterday in Devil's Hopyard State Park. Firefighters actually set a second fire to help keep the original brush fire within a contained area. Now to Lexington, Massachusetts. Here you see the charred remains of one fire, crews dousing the hotspots. It broke out just off Interstate 95 at exit 31. A key advisor to President Nixon, known as the evil genius of the Watergate scandal, has died. Charles Colson died yesterday of complications from a brain hemorrhage. He served time in prison for his role in the Watergate scandal and became a Christian evangelical while there, helping inmates for years afterwards. But many were skeptical about that conversion after his years of what many called dirty tricks in government. Charles Colson was 80 years old. Coming up, a former vice president receives a gift of a lifetime, an update on Dick Cheney's heart transplant, and a big win for the Bees on a milestone night for their captain.
Party scene down here at the Fours, where the Bruins have just won the Stanley Cup championship. Yes! Woo! That man said it right there.
I just bought my ticket for this $540 million jackpot right here in Brockton. Hopefully, this is the winning ticket. Reporting from Brockton, I'm Dan McCready for the Enterprise. Ka-ching! Burger King, citing corporate policy, did not say when this store would reopen and referred all other questions to local fire officials. Reporting from Easton, I'm Dan McCready for the Enterprise. As you can see, it's a much calmer scene here in Wollaston Beach, as the worst of Tropical Storm Irene has already passed through the area. The winds have died down quite a bit, and the rains are nowhere near as torrential as they were earlier this morning. But high tide is still to come, making flooding a major concern for many South Shore communities. Now, if you're like this group of people here, and you've got a great story to tell about your love for the Patriots, go to enterprisenews.com, and you just might end up in the pages of the Enterprise. Reporting from the Welch Compound in Hanson, Massachusetts, I'm Dan McCready for the Enterprise. Go Pack! And next Halloween, they will be back with more scary stories from another time. Reporting from the Forbes House Museum, I'm Dan McCready for Wicked Local Milton.